Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we are somewhere new for the channel, but definitely not new for me. Quite possibly the first theme park I ever went to my knowledge at least. My home park here in Oklahoma City, Frontier City. It is of course a Six Flags park. It's been in and out of Six Flags ownership over its lifespan, and it's an interesting park. Not a lot to offer, but it's got that kind of that Oklahoma small town charm that you like. But anyways, let's get inside, check it out, and I'll tell you why else we're here. So the main reason that we decided to make our way down here to Frontier City today is for something new this year called Food and Brew. A little similar to Food and Wine, just on a much smaller scale, of course. So here in Frontier City, they're gonna have some unique food offerings for this season, as well as some drinks and stuff like that. So we're gonna see if we can find anything good. I see some funnel cakes on the menu, pretzel bites, jalapeno poppers, so who knows what all we'll get. We're just gonna go and see what it's like. So let's head on in, but first, let's roll that intro. As we walk down what serves this main street here in Frontier City, looks like we got some live music playing in the gazebo here in the center. In our first Food and Brew stop, the Gold Rush Dog. Looks like a special hot dog with some jalapenos on it, fries. Like I said, don't know what all we're getting yet. Nothing at the moment, but I'll be sure to show anything that we may pick up today. You can see based on the top of the buildings, it looks like they've already started decorating for Fright Fest, which will of course follow Food and Brew here as we get towards October. But they've also repainted a good majority of the buildings. Everything's looking really nice and bright and colorful. I've been following along online and seen that a lot of places got new signs, new paint, all that. So that's great to see some love to this park here in Oklahoma. Our only theme park in Oklahoma, actually. It's been about 2 years since I've been here, so there's a lot that's changed for sure. I know that Fort Frontier's had lots of upgrades, so let's see if there's anything cool in here. Inside Fort Frontier at the Outlaw Grill, looks like we have another Food and Brew food stop. Outlaw mac and cheese burnt ends. This might be something that I'd give a shot. Mac and cheese topped with barbecue glazed brisket burnt ends and crispy french fried onions served with the choice of side. $20.49. One thing I always tell people is if you think that Disney food is expensive, try Six Flags. Six Flags is killer with their food and drink prices. It's absurd, but not much has changed in here. They moved this area around a little bit. The drinks used to be over here to the left, and now you have your registers and checkout down here. So you come up here and order now, and then come over here to pay for your food and get your drinks. Used to, you would order back over here along this wall and then pick up over here, but probably a little bit better for traffic flow, so that's always good to see. Not much else has changed around here. It looks like still just a small little dining hall area. There appears to be a bar back here in the corner, so nice to see, nice to see. Small upgrades, you know, when you have a park this size like this, there's not a lot that you can change, but anything is a welcome upgrade. Looks like another stage up here for some live music. You see a guitar, a microphone, some speakers, so definitely lots of live entertainment coming back to Frontier City. It's what we like to see. Here's one of the bars that we have for Food and Brew, some on-tap beers and spirits. Once again, there's more proof of those prices I was talking about. First attraction we come upon here is the Rolling Thunder, formerly known as the Brain Drain. I do believe that this is the newest addition to Frontier City, at least in terms of rides. I don't think there's been a ride that has come out since Brain Drain came out, but it has been renamed to Rolling Thunder, fresh new sign, so we love to see it. Looks like some more Fright Fest decor out here outside the Tornado. Also a fog machine, so definitely starting to prep for Fright Fest, which is good to see. We will be back for Fright Fest, I haven't mentioned yet, but I actually ended up buying a 2026 Six Flags membership, which we've had in the past. We canceled it just because we really weren't using it that often, but I planned on coming for this. I knew I was coming back for Fright Fest, and it was like $65, so I mean, why not? And that'll get us to any Six Flags park in the US, as well as Cedar Point, Knott's Berry Farm, and then discounts and stuff like that, so felt like a no-brainer, especially coming back for Fright Fest here in a few months. And our first roller coaster here, Steel Lasso. This is a inverted coaster where you are hanging. That's it right there. That's all of it. But personal favorite when I was a little kid, so you gotta go ride it for sure. I don't know if I'll be able to take you with me or not. We'll just have to see what they say. Also, something to mention, all Frontier City coasters only run one train at a time. I think that Wildcat can technically run two. I'll verify that later if I can, but other than that, all other rides, only one train at a time. Got the train tracks down here as well. Train is not operating today, but and of course the highway is just on the other side there. Okay, not really surprised, but they didn't let you come along with me. But I mean, there's not much to see. It's, you know, we'll take a look at it when it comes down here, but it's not like you missed out on much. Next up here is one of two coasters at Frontier City with an inversion, known as the Silver Bullet. One loop here coming right out of that lift hill. And that's about it. This coaster has some tendencies to break down and get stuck on that lift hill. I would say it happens on average 3 or 4 times a season, so you know, it is what it is. Once again, we'll have to leave you behind, of course, but we'll take front row again. Why not? Looks like 3 rows out of service here on the Silver Bullet. Also, this lift hill is very, very slow. See if we can catch them coming down here. Well, there's 2 of the 4.5 coasters down with Silver Bullet. It's a jerky one. Don't remember it being that jerky, to be honest, but it is a nice inversion for what it's worth. I'll give it that, but that's about it. Next up is going to be Wildcat. Wildcat actually got a really nice refresh. I say refresh, a new coat of paint. Both on the entrance station here as well as the track itself, and I believe the trains. But this new main station looks awesome. Love the new paint scheme. It's a big upgrade from what it was before. If I can find pictures or footage, then I'll show you, but I don't think I have any. This is also new here, the Silver Mining Co. I believe it's just one of those like places where the water runs through and you like put the bag of dirt in the water and it like, you know, you shake it around to get the gemstones out. But always cool to see new things, no matter what they are. You can see the Tin Lizzie strolling by up here underneath the Grand Centennial Ferris wheel. There's some good atmosphere in this park. That's for sure. Got to give credit where credit is due. All right, let's head on Wildcat. One of my favorite parts about Wildcat here is in the queue, they have a bunch of info about other coasters. And I mean, I haven't ever seen this in any other coaster queue. This is pretty unique as far as I know, but I think there's only 1, maybe 2 of these coasters that I've ever been on. I'll point out the ones I've been on, but it's so cool, all through here. Just nice little history on roller coasters. I'm looking to see if there's any that I've been on. I know there's one up at the front that I've been on, but none of these here, so let's see. I think it's on the back side. Where are you? Okay, there's Wildcat right there, so of course I've been on Wildcat. Oh, and then Outlaw Run over at Silver Dollar City. This was actually the first coaster with an inversion that I ever went on, and wow, yeah, inversions are a little tense on that coaster. Kind of like a smaller version of Iron Gwazi. Definitely a record-setting coaster when it was built. It's over in Branson, Missouri. Need to get back there sometime, which might have something coming up soon. Don't really know, but I'll keep you updated. Here's a great shot of Wildcat heading up their lift hill there. I think we're going to go back row this time for Wildcat here. I mean, it's a wooden coaster, so definitely the preferred seating location. Back row on Iron Gwazi is so high on my list. I've only been on Iron Gwazi at Busch Gardens once, and I think I was 3rd row or something like that. And man, back row on that would be incredible. Hopefully I can make it back down there sometime soon. Okay, well, I might need a back adjustment now. It's even rougher than I remembered. It's a little tough. It's classic. Gives that old school wooden coaster charm, that's for sure. But I did notice over here that the splashdown is working. I don't remember the splashdown ever working in my memory. It's always gone through this little water area here. And it looks like it actually comes clear out here based on all this water. So they're dispatching a train now. We'll catch it when it leaves the station. It goes out that way, of course, over the lift hill. But we'll catch it when it comes back around up here. Always love to see old features like that coming back, especially splashdowns. They're so cool. Nothing beats She-Crow's splashdown in Busch Gardens, Tampa. when Sheikah comes down, it has that splash down there and drenches everybody on that pathway. It looks cool from the pathway, it looks cool from up above, and it looks cool on the ride. So that's like top tier for splashdowns. As we head over to this side of the park, we got the Sidewinder over here, which is a scrambler style like carnival ride, and then the Gunslinger. The Gunslinger has had some major issues this year. It's been up and down all season long, but seems to be going good today. Not my style of ride, as you guys know, so you will not catch me on Gunslinger. Sidewinder, maybe every once in a while, but not today. But Gunslinger is a certain definitely not for me. And then actually over here is going to be the raft ride, Renegade Rapids. I'm not going to try to get over there to catch that raft as it comes by, but just a standard raft ride, nothing special. Hotel Bristol. This is a huge indoor show building that right now is utilized for Fright Fest and for haunted houses during Fright Fest. However, this used to be home of a roller coaster called the Nightmare, and you can actually still see part of the coaster track on the other side if you're on the log ride for the former Nightmare coaster, but now it is just haunted house space for Fright Fest. You can see part of the outside entrance over here. Here's the look at that log ride that I was mentioning earlier. Kind of theming to this ride, kind of not. When you first start, so this is the loading dock down here, and then you go into a tunnel underneath the carousel there. And it's just like a weird pitch black mine type thing, and then there's like, I think pirates or skeletons or something, I don't know, inside there. It's kind of weird, but better than no theming, I suppose, so it gets the job done. You can barely see the top of the carousel peeking out behind the trees, and then back there, that building is the Hotel Bristol, where Nightmare used to be that I was talking about. This octagon building here is this new bar that they just built for this season. I think it's just drinks, not food, just a bar. All right, we got a musician playing the guitar and singing up here, so I'm gonna try to talk loud enough. But he's doing a great job. That is very loud. So while it is expensive, they certainly do not cut you out on the portion sizes or anything. This is all just that mac and cheese meal. You get a side of your choice and the mac and cheese. The burnt ends and the onions. I'll be skipping the onions, of course, but let's give it a try and see what it tastes like. All right, headed back out now. It was good. I mean, nothing like too crazy. I wouldn't say that it's $21 good, but it was still good. The fries were really good. I like the seasoning on those. But there's also a lot in there, so we weren't even able to finish our plate that we got. But, I mean, I'd have it again. Wasn't too bad by any means. Now I think we're gonna head to Quick Draw, the only dark ride here. Sorry, you're really blown out there. The only dark ride here at Frontier City. Quick Draw. It's a shooting style dark ride, so let's go for it. We'll get a good look here of the Soaring Eagle zip line as it comes down before we hop on Quick Draw. Looks like it's pulling up to the top right now. This was actually a more recent addition than Rolling Thunder was. Don't know if you count this as a ride or not, and it is something you do have to pay extra for. I'm not sure how much it is, but it is not included with your park ticket. Never done it myself, but I'm sure you get some nice views of the park there. All right, guys, here we go. We got this. I'm a little scared. This guy's quite scary. Here we go. I'm doing this left-handed. I have no idea what's happening. I don't think I've hit anything. Nope, I sure haven't. Oh no. Oh no, guys. Oh no. Hold on, I got to switch to right hand. I'm putting you guys in the left. We got this. We're gonna lock in. There we go. There's one. There's some. There we go. Here we go. Doing better. It's 50-0. Guys, do you think we're gonna get Galactic Hero? Oh, God. A bookcase almost fell on me. This is going well, guys. We're almost to Galactic Hero. We're doing so good. I'm so proud of us. Look, these weird people. Oh look, she got points, 60-30. I feel like I'm in a Mexican restaurant with this music here. Oh no, watch out for the dynamite. He's broken. Oh, no he's not. He just took a little bit.
We got them. Just keep the heat down. Watch out for the dynamite.
Oh no. Get all these targets that I'm not hitting. Yeah, that's embarrassing, guys. That's embarrassing. Get me on Space Ranger Spin or Astro Blasters, just not this. All right, after our high-scoring game on Quick Draw, I think we're gonna head over to the Ferris wheel. Grand Centennial Ferris wheel is what it's called. It's a little sketchy if I remember right, but it's a Ferris wheel, and we'll get some good views of the Edmond, OKC area and the rest of Frontier City. So let's go hop on. And there it is, the Frontier City Ferris wheel. Looks pretty cool at night. They got a new lighting package on it 4 or 5 years ago maybe. So just some nice LEDs that you see when you're heading up north on I-35. She's a little rickety and a little squeaky, but I think it's safe. Keyword, think. I wouldn't say I know, but what could go wrong? Guys, look, cabin 3's white marked for a wet spill. That's crazy. I saw another one too, let's see. Oh look, cabin number 8, yellow marked, probably a door seal. For all 3 of the Skyliner people watching to laugh at that joke, you're welcome. For the rest of you, sorry, just ignore it. Look at these views here of the rest of Frontier City. Let's come over to this side. This is a little terrifying because there's not much of a railing here or anything, but great view of the rest of the park. You can see this, wait, where is it? Right here where these red sheds are actually used to be a go-kart track is what that was. It was a lot of fun. It was one of my favorite things here. Down here is Casino. We haven't really looked at that yet. It's another flat ride. There's the Hotel Bristol that we talked about. And that little opening right there in the side of the building is what I was talking about, where you can see that piece of track still. But this yellow coaster back here at the back is Diamondback. I believe it is now the last of its kind in the United States, maybe in the world. But it starts here, goes forward, loops, comes up to the edge, and then does the loop backwards. Very, very unique coaster there. Over on this side, you can see the Wildcat, as well as their Wild West water park thing down there, and then Silver Bullet over here just directly below us. This highway is I-35 if you're curious. And then way back there is downtown Oklahoma City, known as Bricktown. We're technically in Edmond right now, but part of the OKC metropolis area. Not much around here over beside Frontier City. I mean, not a super developed area until you get down into actually OKC and the rest of the Edmond area. Let's see if we can catch Diamondback coming back the other direction now. We're getting ready to go down though, so I don't know if we're going to be able to get to see it. They're just now pulling up forward. They come all the way to the edge there before they go back down. Now we're going to get interrupted by support. Oh, we barely might miss the loop. Come on. It's coming back, but we're going down. There you go. And then it's going to come back up on this side to the loading station. This is kind of like the gatekeeper attraction for Frontier City. The parking lot's just right on the other side over there where you come in. Got a nice view of Silver Bullet heading up its lift hill as well. See how long we hang here to if we can catch this or not. Like I said before, Silver Bullet's lift hill is very, very slow, especially when the whole train hasn't came out of the station. Almost to the top there, right as we start to head down, of course. Barely missed it. There you can see it just coming out of that loop there. It actually does go inside a little tunnel right here. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. And just that little section right there right before the end of the ride. And then directly beneath us here, you can see the track for both the train, and then right here on the pathways for the Tin Lizzies, the little cars that you steer, kind of like Autopia and Tomorrowland Speedway style vehicles. And then the Wildcat back there behind you, of course. Another interesting fact about Frontier City here, I don't know when it was or for how long it was, but this was actually home to the Six Flags corporate office for a good amount of time. I don't believe that Six Flags built the park. I think it was a third party that built the park, and then Six Flags bought it, and then they had their home offices here for the whole company. And then they sold the park, and then they bought it back in like 2016, maybe, something like that. And then of course you had the Six Flags and Cedar Fair merger back in 2021, something like that, around COVID times. And then now it's all one big company with the Six Flags Park. So all the Six Flags parks, Cedar Point, Knott's Berry Farm, what else? I don't know, a few others up there, but crazy. This park has been on the chopping block in a lot of people's minds for quite a while for Six Flags. Certainly doesn't make them a lot of money, but you never know. They've held on to it this long, so maybe it'll stay around. Back over here by Gunslinger, I do know that this sign was new for this season. A very, very nice detailed sign. All of these signs that you see for the attractions and stuff are hand carved, by the way. They always post videos about them carving them and everything. Also, what is with the Christmas garland? Seems a little out of place. Interesting. As we head back towards the main entrance of the park, they do also have Timber Town, which is going to be their kids area. A few smaller kiddie attractions, as well as just some playground areas. They used to have a canoe ride right here, I think, where you like floated through the river in a little canoe, but it looks like that's gone, unless I'm just missing it. Then they do have this here, now called Frankie's Mine Train, it appears. It used to be the Wild Kitty. Of course, the little sister coaster to the Wildcat. But yeah, it looks like now just Frankie's Mine Train, and then the little like bear spinny teacup things over there. Looks like there are some more kiddie rides over here on this side as well. Just some smaller carnival rides. Oh, another one over here. Much to my mom's disappointment, this used to be the petting zoo. That's what she came over here to look at, see if the petting zoo is still here, but it appears it's not, and she's a little bummed out about it. Well, with that, a little bit of a short video today, but I think that's going to be it here from Frontier City at the 2025 Food and Brew Festival. We will be back here next month, probably. Obviously next month. The next month is October for Fright Fest, so we'll see how that goes. Gonna stop in the gift shop, see if I find anything I need, but probably not. So anyway, thank you guys, and I'll see you next month for Fright Fest.